What if I told you? The biggest aircraft ever built, a giant declared dead and buried by its own creators, could soon return to dominate the skies. Imagine spending billions to bring back a plane that airlines worldwide have abandoned. It sounds impossible, yet one airline thinks differently. When Airbus unveiled the A380 in 2005, the aviation world held its breath. This colossal double-decker promised unparalleled luxury and capacity, seating up to 853 passengers. But despite initial excitement, reality quickly set in. 4 massive engines, immense operational costs, and evolving airline economics turned the super jumbo from a dream into a financial headache. Airlines began abandoning the aircraft in favor of smaller, fuel-efficient twin-engine jets, and Airbus ended A380 production in 2021, seemingly closing this chapter for good. Yet Emirates Airline refused to give up on the A380, operating over 100 of these enormous jets, more than every other airline combined. They've turned the A380 into their trademark, proving it can be profitable under the right conditions. Now they're challenging Airbus with a radical proposition: build a new generation of the A380, called the A380neo. This new aircraft wouldn't just be an update, it would revolutionize the original design using cutting-edge technology and address every flaw that grounded the first A380. But could Emirates truly pull this off? And is the aviation world ready for such a giant comeback? At the center of this ambitious aviation comeback is Sir Tim Clark, the visionary president of Emirates Airlines. Known for his bold strategies and unwavering commitment to pushing aviation boundaries, Clark has been the staunchest advocate of the Airbus A380 since its inception. Under Clark's leadership, Emirates Airlines became synonymous with the A380, turning what was seen as a liability by other carriers into a key asset. Today, Emirates operates over 100 of these aircraft, accounting for a significant portion of their long-haul fleet. Unlike competitors who phased out their super jumbos, Emirates doubled down, creating a distinctive luxury brand experience that passengers have grown to adore. But Clark's vision for the A380 doesn't stop at operating the existing fleet. His ambitions go much further. He envisions a new, upgraded version, the A380neo, an aircraft that not only maintains the grandeur and spaciousness of its predecessor, but significantly improves efficiency and sustainability. Clark has publicly challenged Airbus with a striking commitment, famously stating, "If you build them, we'll buy them." This bold bet involves harnessing the latest innovations in aviation technology to address the original A380's shortcomings. Clark's vision includes a lighter, redesigned structure made extensively from advanced composite materials, more aerodynamic wings with possibly folding tips, and critically, the adoption of next-generation engines, promising dramatic improvements in fuel economy. By leveraging these transformative improvements, Emirates believes the A380neo could redefine the economic viability of large aircraft, making them not only sustainable, but essential to the future of air travel, particularly on high-density routes connecting global hubs. The stakes are enormous, but so too is the potential reward. Emirates is not just trying to revive an aircraft, they're trying to rewrite the rules of aviation. To truly grasp how Emirates plans to reinvent the Airbus A380, we must dive deep into the groundbreaking technological improvements proposed for this aircraft, the A380neo. When Airbus first built the A380-2 decades ago, aircraft design relied heavily on traditional metal structures, resulting in tremendous weight and limited fuel efficiency. Fast forward to today, advancements in composite materials like carbon fiber, reinforced polymers have revolutionized aviation manufacturing. Emirates plans to leverage these materials extensively throughout the aircraft, significantly reducing overall weight, enhancing durability, and drastically improving fuel economy. But materials alone won't achieve the revolutionary changes Emirates envisions. Sir Tim Clark emphasized major aerodynamic redesigns. Wings will no longer simply support lift. They'll be reshaped to maximize efficiency, potentially incorporating features such as folding wingtips. This innovation, already successfully demonstrated by Boeing's 777X, could allow the A380neo to operate at airports previously considered too tight for such a massive plane, unlocking a host of new markets and increasing operational flexibility. Another striking change involves the tail fin. The original A380 was famously characterized by its large vertical stabilizer, essential for stability, but detrimental to fuel efficiency due to aerodynamic drag. Clark proposes a smaller, aerodynamically optimized tail fin, substantially reducing drag and thus cutting fuel costs even further. Yet, the most crucial transformation lies within the engines. Historically, the original A380's 4 engines, built using 1990s technology, were notoriously fuel-hungry. This inefficiency sealed the aircraft's commercial fate. However, the proposed A380neo would feature Rolls-Royce's groundbreaking UltraFan engines. These next-generation power plants aren't incremental improvements. They're an industry game-changer. Incorporating advanced materials such as ceramic matrix composites and a geared turbofan architecture, these engines promise a staggering 20 to 25% improvement in fuel consumption compared to older engine designs. Additionally, the UltraFan engines offer full compatibility with sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, a critical element for future environmental compliance and sustainability goals. As airlines face mounting pressure to reduce emissions, the A380neo's potential to meet stringent environmental targets could position it as a viable long-term solution for high-capacity routes. Together, these technological advancements, the radical redesign of structure, advanced aerodynamics, and revolutionary engines, present the best chance yet to finally fulfill the original promise of the Airbus A380: efficient, sustainable mass air travel. Beyond cutting-edge technology and fuel efficiency, the real secret behind Emirates' enduring passion for the A380 lies within its cabins. Simply put, passengers love the Airbus A380 like no other aircraft, and Emirates knows exactly how to capitalize on this unique advantage. When it comes to sheer passenger comfort and luxury, the A380 stands alone. With over 550 cubic meters of cabin volume, the double-decker aircraft provides unmatched spaciousness, significantly enhancing passenger comfort across all classes. Emirates has skillfully transformed this space into a luxury flying experience that's become their trademark and competitive edge. Imagine stepping into a first-class suite complete with sliding doors, ambient lighting, and unmatched privacy. On Emirates A380, this isn't imagination, it's reality. Premium passengers have access to exclusive amenities like onboard lounges, where they can socialize at cruising altitude, and full-size shower spas. Yes, showers at 40,000 feet. An unparalleled luxury in commercial aviation. But the exceptional passenger experience isn't limited to first class. Economy travelers also benefit from wider seats, increased legroom, a quieter cabin, and smoother flights due to the aircraft's immense size and advanced design. The combination of reduced cabin noise and a stable flight experience has made the A380 one of the most passenger-friendly aircraft ever built, consistently ranking as a passenger favorite worldwide. In a post-pandemic era where travelers increasingly value comfort, space, and privacy, Emirates' luxurious approach positions the A380 perfectly for renewed relevance. Passengers are more likely than ever to pay premium prices for added comfort and a unique onboard experience, advantages the A380neo could further enhance. Ultimately, Emirates sees the future clearly. Exceptional passenger experience isn't just a luxury, it's a market strategy. By reviving the A380 as the A380neo, Emirates doesn't just promise improved economics and sustainability, it promises to deliver the best flying experience in aviation history. The ambitious revival of the Airbus A380 as the A380neo isn't just about luxury or passenger comfort. It's rooted deeply in economics and sustainability. Emirates believes the time has come again for large aircraft to be economically and environmentally viable, particularly in the changing landscape of global aviation. At first glance, bigger planes might seem economically risky. Airlines increasingly favor smaller, twin-engine jets capable of operating more flexible schedules. However, this approach is rapidly approaching its limitations, especially at major airports worldwide. Airports such as London Heathrow, New York JFK, and Tokyo Narita are severely slot constrained. Simply put, they cannot accommodate additional flights. The logical solution? Use bigger planes to carry more passengers without needing more slots. This situation presents an undeniable economic opportunity for the proposed A380neo, optimized precisely for high-density routes. The economic advantages become even clearer when considering Emirates' specific operational context. The airline already has extensive infrastructure dedicated to the A380, maintenance hangars, spare parts inventory, specialized pilot training, and airport gates specifically designed for this giant aircraft. Transitioning to an upgraded A380neo would seamlessly integrate with their existing logistical setup, significantly reducing operational complexity and costs compared to switching to entirely new aircraft models. On the environmental front, the industry faces intense pressure to reduce its carbon footprint. Initially, the idea of reviving a 4-engine jumbo jet might seem at odds with sustainability goals. Yet, the A380neo, equipped with revolutionary engines like the Rolls-Royce UltraFan and utilizing lighter, more efficient materials, could deliver emissions per passenger comparable to or even lower than smaller aircraft. Moreover, the UltraFan engine is designed explicitly with 100% sustainable aviation and fuel (SAF) compatibility, a critical factor as airlines aim for carbon-neutral growth targets. Using SAF dramatically reduces the carbon emissions associated with long-haul flights, potentially positioning the A380neo as an environmental leader rather than a liability. In short, Emirates' economic and environmental rationale for the A380neo is surprisingly robust. The aircraft could efficiently carry more passengers at reduced emissions levels, solving congestion at major airports while offering compelling economics. Despite the compelling case Emirates makes for reviving the Airbus A380 as the A380neo, significant challenges remain. Airbus and Emirates would face enormous hurdles, and skeptics wonder whether the proposed advantages truly outweigh the risks. The most immediate obstacle is the staggering cost of restarting production, estimated at around $20 billion. Airbus didn't merely pause the A380 program. It completely dismantled production lines, redirected supply chains, and reassigned skilled engineering teams to other projects. Restarting would mean not just recreating the original production infrastructure, but modernizing it, meeting contemporary aviation standards, and retraining a specialized workforce. Additionally, certifying an entirely re-engineered A380neo would be a complex and costly process. Modern aviation authorities like the FAA and EASA require rigorous testing and validation for any new or substantially modified aircraft design, increasing both the cost and timeline for bringing the A380neo to market. Another critical barrier is securing sufficient airline demand beyond Emirates. While Emirates has demonstrated unwavering commitment, the broader aviation market remains skeptical. Major carriers such as British Airways, Lufthansa, and Qantas have either retired their A380 fleets entirely or significantly scaled back usage, focusing instead on smaller, more versatile aircraft. Without multiple committed customers, the economics of restarting production become precarious. Finally, despite optimistic sustainability projections, the public and regulatory scrutiny around environmental impact has intensified significantly. Airbus and Emirates would need to convincingly demonstrate that the A380neo genuinely delivers on promised emissions and efficiency improvements, not just marginally, but substantially, to justify the investment and public perception risks involved. In short, while Emirates' proposal for an A380neo is inspiring and potentially transformative, the practical hurdles, financial, logistical, regulatory, and environmental, are immense. Overcoming these challenges will require unprecedented cooperation, bold leadership, and unwavering confidence in the future of large-scale aviation. The revival of the Airbus A380 as the revolutionary A380neo isn't just about one aircraft. It's about redefining the future of aviation. Emirates Airlines is boldly betting billions to prove that aviation's biggest aircraft wasn't a failure, but simply ahead of its time. What do you think? Should Airbus take the $20 billion gamble and bring back aviation's gentle giant? Could this mark a new era of luxury, efficiency, and sustainability in air travel? Or is it merely nostalgia speaking? We'd love your thoughts. Share your opinion in the comments, subscribe to AeroThink, and stay tuned for more fascinating insights from the skies.